Next, we're going to continue with our parts of the body, and we're going to talk about the hips. Now, the top of the hip is part of the quad, but also the quad is all in here, not just a point. But we take this high arch right here of the crest of the hip, and we take our hands behind it. A little bit lower, you feel the sacrum. So here is part of the quad, and now the hips, think about them going wide, and the energy comes in front of the body, actually in front of the lower dantian. So the energy is actually going around the back, all the way around, and this side comes all the way around. So you've got the energy here, and now we're going to feel that crunch that Joe was talking about, Joe Ebert, of Ocala, Florida. So we're going to feel like you're going under the ground in a crunch. Now, what do you have to feel right now in order to not hold yourself up with your calf muscles, your hamstring, or the quads? Okay, you need to feel the toes connected to the earth. 6 feet under the ground you want to feel. So you're really thinking under the ground, and the energy under the ground more than anything else at the moment. So you could let go. We need to practice standing postures because we have to learn to let go of all the muscles so that the joints, which are our bone, can start being very fluid and move around without any kind of encroachment on tightness from the muscle. And you practice letting go, and make sure that you work on that crunch that you have in here, crunch, so that you are deep with your feet under the ground, and use your toes to make sure you don't fall over. You expand, put your elbows down, and you practice. So what we have to learn right now is how wide should our feet be. Depends on how tall you are and how new you are to Tai Chi. But I use a little more narrow than the hip width. I feel much more comfortable, not because I'm short, but because if you do it wider, then you feel like you're really working on tightening your muscle. We have to let go of our muscle, so anything that's going to make us feel tightening is not good for us for now. So some schools, they have this thing where they go 1, 2, 3. To me, that's a little too wide for me, and I did a wider posture for a long time, and when I went a little narrower, it was better. So you just feel the adjustment. Too narrow, it's not good for you yet. You might want to go to narrower, but right now we want to just practice letting go everything. Now, I broke my tailbone many, many years ago, and I know from, this is called a past injury, that I need to work on all the time, letting go of all of these areas here, because if I sleep funny and they tighten up, it takes about 2 hours in the morning for them to actually open up. So we want to practice with our hips, feeling the energy around. We feel pretty much better off having our arms low. Feeling the crunch so that you could feel the toes grabbing the ground.